Hello, Dr. Joe here. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a habit that you will regret in 10 years' time if you are guilty of this very habit, that is, okay? If you're guilty of it, well, you're going to regret it in 10 years' time. So, what is this habit? We're going to talk about it. Why might you regret it? I'm going to give you the reasons why, and then name the habit, and also define it, because this very habit is open to misinterpretation. Okay, so we're going to do that. But before we jump right in, how about a quick plug? As usual, this is my book on managing high blood pressure with lifestyle approach. This is an award-winning book. This is the second edition of this very book. Links to get this book right below this very video. So, why might you regret this very habit in 10 years' time if you're guilty of it? Let's look at a couple of reasons that I handpicked. There are more, but these are just a couple of reasons. So let's jump right in. So this very habit will raise your risk of developing high blood pressure, okay? That is a known quantity. What else? Well, this very habit will also raise your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Okay, type 2 diabetes. It will really raise your risk of developing type 2 diabetes. What else? Well, this very habit will increase your body fat composition. And this includes the visceral fat, the fat you cannot see. And the visceral fat is the fat that is inflammatory. Okay, the fat you can see, okay, it's mainly for cosmetic reasons. Okay, you won't like it for cosmetic reasons, but the visceral fat is the one that will ruin your health, as it were. Okay, it's harmful, visceral fat. So this very habit raises your risk of increasing your visceral fat content. What else? This habit also raises your risk of heart disease, especially when you got all three. Okay, high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, high body fat content. What else? Well, this habit will also increase your risk of cognitive decline. Of course, Alzheimer's, dementia, okay, is on the increase. If you engage in this very habit, you are contributing to, the possibility of developing Alzheimer's or dementia in later life. I'm not saying that's the cause, okay? I'm not saying this habit is the cause, but it does contribute. That's the point. What else? This very habit will also raise your risk of developing mood disorders. Okay, mood disorders, anxiety, depression, just generally feeling low. What else? This very habit will also raise your risk of DNA damage. If the DNA of your cells is damaged, well, you know what that means. We don't want that, okay? We don't want that. So, these are some of the reasons why you might regret this very habit in 10 years' time. So, the question is, what is this very habit? By the way, there are more, okay? Like non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. I didn't even include that there. So, what is this very habit? Well, do we deserve a drum roll for this? Maybe not. It is sedentary behavior, okay? Sedentary behavior. So, what does it mean to be sedentary? I've got quite a number of criteria here for you, so that we're all clear what it means, because this can be open to misinterpretation. So, let's have a look at the definitions. First of all, I should say that 31% of the population are deemed to be sedentary. That very figure is conservative, okay? It's really conservative. It's a lot more, but that's what the literature says. So 31% are sedentary. So what does it mean to be sedentary? That's the question. So here we go. Some of the criteria here. If you're sitting, reclining, or being recumbent, i.e. lying down, you're being sedentary, okay? You are being sedentary, any of those three. If you engage in activities that require very little energy expenditure, you are also being sedentary. Activities that require very little energy expenditure, you are being sedentary. What else? Well, if you are not doing more than 150 minutes of low to moderate exercise activity per week, you're being sedentary. So less than, okay, let's flip that. Less than 150 minutes of exercise activity that is low to moderate intensity, you are being sedentary, okay? Less than 150 minutes per week. What else? Well, in terms of steps, if you are taking less than 4,000 steps a day, you are being sedentary. Okay, then you're going to have days where you are probably going to do 10,000 steps or 15,000 steps. But any day where you do less than 4,000 steps, regard that day as a sedentary day. Okay? Even if you do 10,000 or 7,000 on other days. And here's a little rule of thumb for you. As much as possible, try not to have more than 2 sedentary days in terms of steps. What I'm saying is try not to have more than 2 days per week where you are doing less than 4,000 steps a day. Just a little rule of thumb there for you guys, okay? So less than 4,000 steps a day, that's a sedentary day. Less than 150 minutes per week, you've been sedentary. Activities that require very little energy expenditure, you're being sedentary. And of course, if you're sitting, reclining, or lying down, you are being sedentary. So, those are the criteria that satisfy the definition of being sedentary. Now that it's clear to us, I want to give you a little assignment, okay? In the comment section below, I want you to be honest with me, please. Just let me know, on the average, how many steps you do per day, okay? There's no shame in admitting that you're sedentary. Go ahead, let me know in the comment section. Now, as a diversion, okay, I'm going to digress a little bit. I've written what I consider to be a very nice article on bone health, okay? So I'm digressing now, okay? I've written a very nice article on what I consider it to be a very nice article, okay, if I may say so myself. I wrote it. It is on bone health. It is on my Substack. I'm also going to leave the link down below. When you've left your comment below this very video, please go ahead and read that very article. I'm sure you're going to really benefit from, reading it, going over it. So it's on Substack and it's free. So go ahead, read the Substack article, please. And if you like this video, go ahead, give it a thumbs up. And please share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues. Comments down below as usual. I think that's it for this very video. It is now clear to us what it means to be sedentary. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out.